What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Always Sponge, bringing you my third video on the channel, and today I'm bringing you NBA 2K21 Wishlist. Now it's the end of the year. 2K20 is coming to an end, and for some of us it couldn't come soon enough. Now we all know new console coming out, PS5. But 2K did announce that they will be releasing the game in August from the PlayStation release trailer we saw. So I'm pretty excited for that. So, number one on the NBA 2K21 wish list, we're going to get started with parks and affiliations. Man, how I thought we were getting this year. I'm severely disappointed on the park this year. I thought we were gonna get a brand new park, maybe new affiliations, or maybe the same affiliations, just implemented in a different way. But no, we got the 2K19 park, and I was quite disappointed, and I know a lot of you guys were disappointed that we got the same old park from last year. I really hope they implement affiliations this year, and maybe even make some new ones, or make them new ones, not the same old ones. I don't know. I just want to see affiliations. I like the concept of that a lot more than the whole park scenario. You know, I just really hope they fix that for us. Now I didn't play 2K. I didn't play 2K 17. It was the last 2K that had affiliations, but I didn't play park on 2K. I did play 2K17, don't get it wrong. I didn't play the park though. I was mainly just my team and play now online. I like that a lot more. Not so much anymore, but yeah, I didn't really play affiliations, so that's why I just want to experience affiliations again. And I hope they bring it back. We'll see if they do or not. Number 2 on the list, on my wish list, is faster loading screens. I don't know why this year it was such a problem just to load up the game, and it took 3 hours just to load into a park or a friend's park. Or, try to load up on a friend and load up in the wrong park. They fixed that to a degree, but loading screens are really bad this year. Especially if you don't have great internet, it's gonna affect your loading time. And I hope there's a whole new console coming out. There's got to be a way to speed up loading screens. I mean, we'll see when 2K21 comes out, but I really hope I won't have to take 3 hours to load up into a park next year. Speaking of parks, that's number 3 on my list. Private parks. In every game I've played, there's been custom and private matchmaking. Or not matchmaking. Private custom games where you can play with your friends or play with people you know that you want to play with, or just play with a group of friends. Whatever you want to do. Private parks needs to be an option. Now, I've seen videos where 2K's where Ronnie said that is not an option for 2K right now. They don't have the capabilities. That is baloney. You are a multi-million-dollar company. You can implement private parks into your game. Number 4 on the list. More events, not the same old ones. Now, this was the staple of 2K19, was their implementing of several new events into the game. So 2K20 rolls around, we think we're getting new events, but we end up getting a lot of the same old ones. They did, to their credit, they did implement a lot of new ones, but a lot of them were the same old ones, or they just renamed the event. Like, it was the same event, but they just renamed it to something different, just to, give it a different look or flair, whatever they were trying to do. We all knew it was the same event. Prime example, the 1v1 rush. They had that last year. I don't remember what they called it exactly, but they definitely had the 1v1, the 2v2 tents. It's just like, Yeah, those are great game modes, but we know you can do better, 2K. We know you can do better. Alright, number 5 on the list. We need to keep the build system the same and fix bugs and glitches. Now, I'm not trying to complain too much in this video, but there was a lot of things wrong with this year's 2K. But one thing they did get right, I feel like, is the way you make your build. There's a lot of variety in the way you can make your build. You can make your build a shooter, you can make your build an all defense, or you can make your build a mix of everything if you really want to. And that's what I liked about this year's 2K. There's a lot of variety, a lot of ways to make your my player, which is it's all about the players and the way they play the game. So making to where you can customize your own player the way you want really brought a uniqueness to the my career, my player, the grind, whatever. And it made it really fun this year, I feel like. Now, those are the pros of the my player builder. I feel like they need to improve on a couple things because people have definitely found a way to exploit certain builds to where they're really, like, it's just the way the game is. The paint defense is broken. A lot of people are going to make slashing builds or defending builds that can shoot in paint mash, and then as soon as you guard the paint, they're just going to shoot. I feel like you should not be able to do that. You should be able to create a slashing shooter or a defending shooter, but limit those players to those things. Do not allow them to do everything else. If you make a pure red defender, he should not be able to green in the corner with a 53 ball. His 3 ball should be in the 30s. It should not be anywhere near greenable. But people have found a way to green in the corner because they get a certain amount of badges. They get 4 shooting badges, which just gives them enough. If they get it off dimer and they have boost, they can hit in the corner. And I just don't think that should be a thing, bro. Like, should they hit? Every once in a while, yes. They should be able to hit a shot. But not at a 50% or higher rate. They should not be able to shoot consistently. Should they be able to shoot? Yes, a little bit. But what I'm trying to say is, they should not be going 5 for 5 in the corner if given the opportunity. Next on the list, number 6, hide rep, stop people from running in the park. Now, there's nothing more annoying than being a high rep player and not being able to get a park game because players don't want to play you because of your rep, which meaning you've grinded the game longer than they have. It doesn't necessarily mean you're better than them, but the game is putting you on a pedestal that you've rep grinded higher than people. Therefore, they don't want to play you because they think you're a sweat. They think you're good at the game. Therefore, it's an automatic turnoff. Now, most of those people are, if they're high rep before everybody else, they probably are going to be sweaty. So that is a big thing. People just run. They'll step off dots. They won't play you at all. They won't play you. I feel like everybody should just be playing the same level, to be honest. Play your competition and up. Like, I just want to get to a point where I want to play. I know a lot of people won't find that popular because good players want to play bad players in order to get their win percent up. I just think you didn't make it where everybody is going to play the same people. Like, every rep is going to play the same rep and up. Not necessarily you can never play lower level people, but make it to where people aren't just going to run. I just want to play games consistently sometimes, and I can't because people just run. Or, like I said, just hide the rep. Like, don't show the rep. Just show what the build is and what their overall is, like they did this year. But just take the rep thing away. And then after the game, it could show the rep or something like that. We got to figure out a way to stop people from running. Number 7 on the list, take the cages out the game. No one's playing the cages. Cages have been in the game 2 years. No one plays it, bro. No one goes in there and plays it to have fun. Yeah, sure, I've tried it out a couple times. It's just no one wants it in the game. No one. At all, bro. It's not even fun, bro. You could make the case, oh, we're just going there for fun. It's not even fun, bro. Because you run into sweats in the cages. These dudes are just goaltend. If you can goaltend, that's all you have to say right there. You can goaltend in the cages. That is literally why the cages is terrible. And you don't get any rep from the cage. You don't get any. There's nothing benefit in the cages. So that's leading into number 8. Have a 1v1 court for position players only. Not just a 1v1 court where point guard can run into a center, or a point guard can run into a small forward, or center can run into a small forward. Make it position locks. Centers only versus centers. Small forwards versus small forwards. Guards versus guards. Power forwards versus small forwards. That probably could be in the same, but even then, power forwards could probably be put in the center category. Like, put position locks on the 1v1s. Because it's no fun going to the 1v1 court with your build and getting pulled up by a range of different builds. Like, one game you're playing a paint beast, next game you're playing a shot creator, the next game you're playing a two-way finisher. Like, put position locks on the 1v1 courts, and I promise you, it'll be a lot more fun, bro. And it's gonna be a lot more competition, bro. Because when you put a center on a guard, what is that center gonna do? He's going to back the guard underneath the hoop, not even in bounds. He's gonna push the guard all the way out of bounds to where he has zero chance of contesting the shot. He probably has zero chance anyway of contesting the shot, but he now has a absolute no chance of contesting when he's out of bounds and the center can just press square and lay the ball up. Not much more to be said about that. Just make position locks for the 1v1s. And number 9, implement better rewards for high rep players. Now, I've never been a legend or anything, but I know the reward is you get extra badge points, or like in years past, your badges went from gold to Hall of Fame, or silver to gold, or bronze to silver, so on and so forth. All your badges upgraded. Listen, that I like that, bro, but they need to make it to where if you hit legend in a game, because most of these people are hitting legend into the year. It's like May and June. It's the end of the year. 2K21 is going to come out in a couple months. And there's really, like, you grinded all year just to play on a legend build for a couple months. This is where I think legends should have the opportunity to get a head start in 2K21. Now, this might not be popular with a lot of people because it sounds, oh, that's cheesy. Like, everybody's just going to hit legend and then be higher level than everybody when the next game comes out. And I'm not saying a huge boost. Let's just say your player, when you start the year, is a 91 overall with 3 badges in each category. Like, something small. Something that transfers over to the next game. I mean, some people get a free copy of the game, but not everybody gets the opportunity to get a free copy of the game when it hits a certain point of the year. So, yeah. And I'm sure there's other things they can implement for hitting legend. But right now, all you get for hitting legend, if you hit it before a certain date, you get some cool rewards. 2K will send you some stuff. But other than that, you get put on a wall of fame. And, like, no one cares, bro. No one looks at the wall of fame saying, unless you hit legend, you're gonna go look at the wall, say, oh, my name's right there. But no one's looking at the wall, knowing who you are, looking at that wall like, oh, that dude hit legend. Like, I don't even know him. Who cares? Like, no one cares about the wall of fame. These are just some ideas. This was my 2K21 wish list. I'm sure I missed some stuff, but just getting my thoughts out there. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please leave a like. hit the sub button, turn noties on. You know the vibe. It's been your boy Sponge, and I'm out.